Okay, let's do LeetCode 1343 in JavaScript. This one asks us to look through an array, find subarrays that are the size of k, and then see if the average of that is larger or equal to than a number, and if it is, then add a count and see how many of these sub arrays have an average larger than this threshold number here. Okay, this is a sliding window problem, so let's do a few things here. We're going to create a sum variable. We're going to create a sub array count variable, and we're going to create a window start variable. Set all these to 0. Then we want to actually loop through the array here. So let's write out our for loop and let I equal 0. Okay, so we're looping through this array, and what we want to do is we want to first keep track of the sum. So what we want to do there is we want to basically add sum every time we loop through here with the value that we're at in the array. So let's write out a note. We'll keep track of the sum. Okay, then what we want to do is when we find a window, when we hit the window, then we do some logic. So what we're doing here is we're checking to see when I is basically the window end. So when this number, same as k, then we can do some logic here. So we can get the average just by dividing and checking to see, we gotta check to see if it's greater than that threshold number. And when it is, then we want to add on to our subarray count, which is what we're going to end up returning here. So let's write out some notes. Okay, now that we've done that, then what we need to do now is we need to take our sum and we need to subtract out the value of the last item in the window. So we can use the minus equals there to change sum, and the last value of the window is going to be the window start, because the window start is always going to be behind the window end, and it's always going to be, the way we're writing this, it's always going to be 3 behind it. For this example, it's going to be whatever k is behind it. So this would be window start, and then we have to move the window. and I did this outside of my if. This needs to be inside the if. So let's do that. Okay. Then all we need to do is return sub-array count, like that. So let's include some more notes here. Okay, let's run this, make sure we ran this, did this correctly. Yep, let's submit it, make sure I have all the edge cases. Okay, awesome, it works. We can go back to the description so you can take a look at it. And if you want to kind of see how this is working, again, what we're doing is we have a for loop. We're keeping track of that sum there. And then when we hit the window, so when I think of this, you could also, if you want to look at this in a different light, you can make this be window end here. So it could be window end minus window start. And then you have to add the 1. And you have to add the 1 because window start here is at 0. So I think we could just do that. And I am pretty sure this will work. Oh, that didn't work. So we're adding that. We're starting this at 0, so we have to add on the 1 here to actually make the window the correct size since we're starting it at 0.